sliced potatoes, old cheddar, mozzarella, butter, pepper, salt, half a cup of flour, milk, garlic, and onions. What do you think we're making today? That's right, we're making scalloped potatoes au gratin. Next, after this. Hey everybody, how you doing? This is Don, your empty chef in Don's Empty Kitchen, and today we're doing the most delicious scalloped potatoes. A great side dish for any meal: pork, chicken, fish, or beef, if you happen to have it. It's a great side dish. It's awesome. Not exactly a recipe that's been in my family for a long time, but it's a recipe I came across a while back, and I'm just winging it. So we're going to start with 2 cut up squares of butter. I'm going to let those melt. And then we're going to add some flour and make a roux. And then we're going to add our onions, let them brown, add our garlic, let it toast a little bit, and then we're going to add our milk, and finally our old cheddar to make a cheese sauce. And then we're going to be back and we're going to layer our potatoes in our dish with our cheese sauce, and then it's going to go in the oven. Okay, so that's what we're going to do now. But for now, what I'm going to do, I'm getting off camera here for a second, because I've got a secondary camera that needs to be mounted, but it was donated to me for the show by my good friend Amanda. Thank you, Amanda. I'd put her picture up, but she's camera shy and doesn't want her picture on camera. So sorry, guys. But so you're gonna have to put up with handheld camera work instead of the nice instead of the nice yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Okay, but we want video. No. Okay. Okay, no, we want video. Video. There we go. And we don't want me, we want the melting butter. So I'll add this to the, I'll put it on top of the video soon. Okay, so there's our butter. Okay, we're going to add our flour next. Is that recording or not recording? I think that's recording. Anyway, there's our butter. Now we add our flour. And I'm going to have to get a wooden spoon to stir this. I think I might have a little too much flour to butter ratio here. And I know I'm using a really, well, there goes that camera. That lasted a long time. Oh, okay, well, it's still recording. Okay, I'm going to turn that off for a minute. Yeah, I need more butter. So, I was hoping to save this, but I guess not. The very last of my butter. I don't want to make a roux with margarine. I really don't, unless I absolutely have to. That's the last of the butter. Yep, I'm definitely going to have to add some margarine to our roux. I really don't like that. Just want everybody to know that I'm against it. I'm against it. I'm against it. I'm again offering or taking some parquet and putting it in my roux. What it's going to do is going to make an oily roux is what it's going to do, but that's about how much we need. I'll put that there for a minute. I'll put it away in a second. I just want to get this all melted and mixed together. Reason why I'm doing this in my small sauce pot instead of a nice instead of this nice frying pan is because I went to use this yesterday and look, rust, and I can't get it out. So that's going to be a wall hanger now. Maybe, what do you think? Right there? We're going to make it into a wall hanger because I'm not going to use it, not with rust in it. So that's it for my nice saucepan that this would have been perfect in. There we go. That's melting nicely. See if I can get it. It's starting to melt nicely. Getting some good color on that roux. Okay, I need two hands, guys. So, yeah, that's starting to look better. That looks like a roux. That's nicely mixed. Although it looks a little oily. You can tell the difference between the butter and the margarine. You can see the color difference. How the hell? Did it not work anymore? Oh, that's recording. Oh, okay. All right. Okay, so there's our roux. And you can see the color difference. See there? That's the margarine. That lighter stuff down here, that's the butter. See, that's why I don't like mixing the two together. Okay. Okay, well, now I'm going to add some of our onions, or I'm going to add our onions to our roux because we got a nice color on it. So I'm going to turn that up just a wee bit. I'm going to add some onions. I may not use this whole, because this was a huge onion, so I may not use the whole thing. Yeah, I think that's good. Oh, that smells amazing. And remember what I said about building our layers. So we're going to add just a little bit of salt. That's good. And I found my pepper mill. So we're going to add some pepper too. And you know my rule about pepper. You keep going until you can smell it. Once you can smell it, you got enough. Okay. This pan is way too small for this, but it's going to have to work. That's all I got. So I got a huge pot that would be way too big. So yeah, so this is our onions mixed with our roux. And we're just waiting for those to brown up a little bit. And then we'll mix in our garlic and then our milk. Okay, I'm going to let these sit on here for about 5 minutes. I'm going to add the rest of these. I'm going to let these sit on here for about 5 minutes. I'm going to put a lid on them. And I will be back. Okay, guys? Hey, guys, welcome back. Okay, it's been about 4 minutes now. So I'm going to take the lid off. I'm going to take a look. And let me get the camera back up. And that's what we're looking at. Okay. Our onions are not quite browned, but they are translucent. So, and it smells amazing. So I'm going to go ahead and add the garlic now. So my dad, I was just remembering that my dad used to make scalloped potatoes or potatoes au gratin, whichever way you want to call it. But he would never use cheese. He would always use flour, milk, and eggs. And I never really cared for it the way he would make it. And then one of my friends' moms made it, and I asked her what she put in, and she said cheese. And I said, cheese? She goes, well, yeah, that's how you make potatoes au gratin. That's how you make scalloped potatoes. So my dad was lying to me all those years. Grr, Dad. No wonder I didn't like your scalloped potatoes, Dad. No cheese. Yeah. This is going to be heavy on the onions. A little too much onion. I don't know. I can't tell because it's such a small pan. But it smells good with the onions and the roux and the garlic now. Oh my God. So I'll give you guys another look inside the pan. So it's hard for me to stir and hold the pot in place. So that's what we're looking at now. So now I'm just going to add the milk. And I think our garlic is, well, maybe I'll give it one more stir and then I'll add the milk. Yeah, because we're getting everything nice and brown now. So I'm slowly going to add our milk, a little bit at a time, because I want it to mix with the flour and the butter. And this is just regular 2% milk I'm using. I'm not using any cooking milk. I might actually have to use a cup of cooking milk on top of this, because it's starting to look good, but it still looks a little too chunky. It doesn't look enough like a sauce, you know. It looks more like an oatmeal. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to make some cooking milk. So, if you guys remember correctly, my my formula for cooking milk is going to be a little dashed right now. It's 1, 2, 3. Usually I put 4, but those were heaping, so that will do. And 1 tablespoon of sugar. It's a little bigger than a tablespoon, but just that of sugar. And I am going to get some hot water from the tap, but that's not going to be good enough. I'm going to have to do it in the dreaded microwave. And just hope that it doesn't clump up. Yeah, that's about as hot as it's getting. And we're going to put this in our microwave for 2 minutes. I'm going to stir this. See, this is how thick I want it once I get the cheese in it, but it hasn't got the cheese in it yet, so that's just with the milk and you can see how thick it is. It's almost like a mushroom soup. It's so thick. So, I mean, a concentrated mushroom soup before you add the milk. So, but anyway, see, my dad would use it just as it is right now. This is what he would use to make his potatoes au gratin, scalloped potatoes. But it really needs the cheese, and I want to add a little more milk. So we got another 40 seconds here. I'm gonna take that off the heat for a few minutes. I don't want it to scald on the bottom, and without the moisture of moving it around, it's going to scald. So that's the last thing we want, is scalded potatoes au gratin, right? So another 18 seconds, and then I'll make up the milk and we'll pour it in our cheese mix. You have to excuse the mess here, guys. I haven't gotten the dishes done yet today. And is that going to fit up there? No? I've just put it back there, I guess. Okay. So there is, it's hot enough anyway. We're just going to make sure that doesn't get lumpy. Yeah. That's some good cooking milk right there. Okay, so we're going to pour in another cup, or well, as much as we need. It's about half a cup there, right there. Half a cup more of cooking milk. And that's starting to look like a soup. So So with all those onions in it, it takes up a lot of prime real estate with the onions, especially in such a small pan. And I'm going to put a little more milk in. Yeah, there's the color we want. Now if we can just get rid of the bumps, which are mostly just coated onions. And I'm going to turn this down to 3. It keeps spilling on the burner, and it smells like cotton candy. Like a sweet onion cotton candy. All right, so, okay. So that's the consistency of our mix. And like I said, all the bumps are just onions now. So I'm going to add our cheese in now. And we're just going to add the old cheddar. And we're just going to do it a little bit at a time. And I want to put a little more pepper and a little more salt because we're building another layer. So and there we go. And we want to put a little more cheese in. Actually, a lot more cheese in. Because we like cheese. Yay for cheese. Hey, everybody, we love cheese. We love cheese. It's so goopy and sloppy and slurpy. Okay, and the rest I think I'll save for inside the potatoes. I think that's going to be it for our cheese because it's turning our sauce the color we want. So adding the cheese and turning the sauce the color we want. And it's nice and heavy, nice and thick. It's exactly what we're looking for. I'm going to take it off the heat, but I'm going to continue stirring. I'll turn this off. Okay. All right. So I think we're finished with that camera. Okay, so I'm gonna grease the dish and I'll be back. Okay, guys. Hey guys, hey, I'm back. Okay, so I got this greased up with avocado oil. You know what? We're gonna switch to the other camera. There we go. So I've got this greased up with avocado oil because I don't have any more butter. So and I got our cheese sauce here all mixed up and everything. So what we want to do is we want to take our nicest potatoes, and they're not very round because I'm not the best potato peeler and I was in a hurry, so gonna do our best just to give a regular I'm gonna do layers, and this I probably won't have this on for the whole thing because I just want to show you guys. You know what? There's probably nicer ones in this side. Yeah. So and we can double up in the weaker spots, like here, there, maybe here. Okay. And we're gonna just scoop our cheesy goodness right over top. Now, I'm just gonna give this a quick little mix. As you can see, we got a few browned onions in there, and would like to get more of those in there. But it is what it is, and we can only do with what we got, right? So yeah. I'm actually putting this on real thick because there we go. There's kind of a hurry for this. That's why the kitchen's not clean yet either, because I got to get this done first, because I got a guest coming this afternoon, and it doesn't take that long to unlike this. It doesn't take that long to clean the kitchen. You know what I forgot? Preheat your oven to 350. That's what I forgot. Okay, so I'm back. All right. So we'll move that up a little bit. What the heck's on that? That's a bad spot. We're not going to use that one. Okay. You're saying, Don, you didn't season between layers. And then there, you know what? You're absolutely right. I forgot to season between layers. And I think it's because my salt and pepper is over on the counter. But it's too late now, right? So all we can do is regret. And regret is just a waste of time. It really is. We learn from our mistakes, but we do not regret our mistakes because they help us learn, right? So, oh my God. That is so good. Now the question is, can I spread it thin enough to go over the whole? And even if I can't, it's no big deal. I can just push down a little bit and all the stuff from underneath will come out. And then we can get everything at least mildly coated. So this is where I wish I had a spatula. Dollar store spatula. You think I can remember to get one? No, because I made an order from the dollar store yesterday. You think I remember to get a spatula? Absolutely not. I like making a mess of my food, I guess. I like doing things the hard way when I can do them so much easier with a spatula. Let's just put a little off of each in each corner. So, and hopefully it drips down, but I don't think it will. But there we go. So and that flour is well cooked, The butter is nicely cooked. The onions are nicely translucent and cooked. And the garlic is surprisingly toasted. So now we take our mozzarella cheese and we put it on top. And I'd like to say be generous with this, make it heaping, but unfortunately, I don't have enough cheese to do that. But if you do have enough cheese to do that, then by all means, make it heaping. Myself, I just have barely enough cheese to cover it because I do need the little bit of cheese I have left for other meals. So that is the preparation for our potatoes au gratin. As you can see, we still got a few potatoes left. And let's see if we can pour that in the air. See, we still got a few potatoes left. And if we had a bigger pot and a little more milk and a little more cheese, we probably could have done another layer, you know, and brought it up more. But I'm happy with that. You know, it's just me and another person, so we're good. We're good. Okay. So guys, I'm going to stick this in the oven, and then I'll be back afterwards to show the reveal. So we'll talk to you soon. Hey guys, okay, I'm back, and let's see now. It's been a little bit over an hour. What time is it? 12:31. So it went in at 10:58. So 2 minutes to 11. That's an hour 34. An hour and 34 minutes. Let's take a look. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh my God, that smells so good. Let me just, and we'll switch the camera too so you can see that. So there we go. That is our potatoes au gratin. That is still bubbly and bubbly, and we're gonna let it cool here for a bit. Then I'm gonna stick it in the fridge so I can. First, I'm gonna turn off my stove. So I'm gonna stick it in the fridge so I can correct the camera one. I'm gonna stick it in the fridge so it has a chance to cool and solidify, and I can cut it. And if I really wanted to be fancy, I'd take a ring mold and do rings, leave it in the fridge overnight. If I was serving it tomorrow, leave it in the fridge overnight, do ring molds, and just do rings, and then pop it out in a circle, and then put your whatever meat you're going to put on top of it with garnish, and it will be a nice stack on the plate. It would look nice. And then if you wanted to put a puree underneath it or around it, it would be really, really pretty. But that's it for this episode. This is what we're gonna call it. And again, thanks for watching, and thanks for joining me. And I'll see you in the next episode. But there is an important message right now. Hey, I hope you liked the video, and like, subscribe, and share. And remember, if you really like us, we got a Patreon below. One last thing I'd like to say is you have value, you have worth, and you deserve a place in this world. So find that one thing that's going to get you out of bed in the morning and do it. And don't let anybody tell you any different either. Hey, I'm Don the Anti-Chef, and I'm pulling for you. All right, take care, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.